Hey everybody, this is Joel from Velo Guide and BC Bucerias. Bienvenidos a BC Bucerias and bienvenidos a Bucerias. I got Paul behind the camera. You want to say hello,
Joel.
Paul? Hey, how are you going? How are you going?
I'm going.
You're
man.
going.
How are you going?
I'm going pretty good.
You're going on the bike, right?
I'm going on a bike. Well, all of you are going to follow me on this bike for this this amazing mountain camp that we put together, 6 days in the Sierra Madre Mountains. You started your first night here at in Bucerias. We had a wonderful dinner at La Negra yesterday. We did a little quick ride in Puerto Vallarta. That was fun. But today we're going to leave the shop. We're going to head up the valley, which is a nice, quiet road. Go through a couple Mexican towns like San Juan, El Colomo, and then we have fun by crossing this little bridge. It's somewhat underwater. I think it's going to be dry at this time of year, so we're going to cross this bridge. Beautiful views. A little bit of gravel to start before we hit Las Palmas, and then our climbing begins. So get ready for 113 kilometers of riding today, almost 2,500 meters of elevation, and get ready for the climb of the Virgin Pass, because that's 11-kilometer climb with almost 1,000 meters of elevation, so super steep. But once we get up and over that, it's pretty easy sailing to Mascota. That is going to be our base for almost the rest of the week. I think we're ready to ride. We're going to get an early start here before the sun hits, and let's get to Las Palmas, where we're going to begin our climb. Vámonos! We got 30 kilometers to go to a town called El Colomo, and we're going to stop at a little restaurant, have some coconut water. We're going to cross this river. That's pretty cool, and then we're going to make our way to the foot of the climb, and that's where the real fun begins. See you at the Coconut Shack. All right. Bienvenidos a Las Palmas. So we're at Las Palmas, where that was the easier part of the ride. Las Palmas is a cool little Mexican town, basically in the foothills of the Sierra Madre, and essentially it is the entrance to the big mountains. So this is where we're going to begin our climb, and as I'm starting the climb, I'm going to talk a little bit about what to expect for the rest of the day, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we're beginning our climb out of Las Palmas. The first stop we're going to make is at this wonderful bakery. We got 23 kilometers to go. Pretty gentle in the beginning. About 18 kilometers into this climb, it starts to get steep. But then we're going to be rewarded with a little bakery treat.
Very good. And that was Phil Guyman back there with you for a minute.
Phil Guyman, I dropped him.
Okay, good.
He's way back there now.
Sweet. Good job, Joel. At least they're in the right lane.
Hola, hola.
What was it, Joel?
That was awesome. I'm ready for a little pastry fall.
Hold on.
Plátano, ¿sí? One of my favorite stops on this tour, day one. You know, we're gonna kind of ease into it, so we don't want to like completely push you over edge on the first day. You know, so we had the nice valley ride, the nice river crossing. That was pretty cool. You got your first taste of some of the steep stuff just before the bakery, and some beautiful views. But now we head across this epic bridge, and you know, just look at what you're gonna see there. Alright, so 6.5 kilometers to go to the top of the pass. We're at what I call the wall. It's pretty well double-digit grades from here on. You slow right down. You can smell the burning of the brakes and rubber from the cars that are coming down because it's so steep. Last day, when we head to San Sebastian, we get to descend this, and it's going to be super fun. I'll see you at the top. All right, we're just under 2K to the top. Super steep. It's
pretty relentless, 6.5K. The flat sections are like 70%. The switchbacks, pretty aggressivo, but we're almost there.
Muy buenos dias and welcome to day 2 of your mountain climbing camp with BC Bucerias and Velo Guide. Wow, that was a great day yesterday to get ourselves here to Mascota. We had a nice dinner, just finished our breakfast. We're all caffeinated and ready to go. Not a huge, like a long kilometer day today, just over 95K, but we're gonna get some incredible elevation at about 2,500 meters. We're gonna explore and visit this very important city or town in the state of Jalisco called Talpa de Allende, where over 3 million pilgrims a year make this pilgrimage over the distance of 113 or 115 kilometers, I believe, from Mecca to Talpa. Anyways, we're going to do it on a bike, and then we're going to flip back towards Mascota, and we're going to end the ride with a big climb up the Sierra Lago, which is this beautiful lake in the Sierra Madre Mountains. And all in all, you'll get about 2,500 meters today, so let's get ready to rumble and let's get ready to roll. All right, and on the way to Talpa de Allende, we can't get there without a super serious and gnarly climb, but it is going to be worth every single ounce of power you got to push on those pedals, because when you see this view from the top of the Talpa de Allende sign, is going to blow your mind. Anyways, you ready to roll? Vámonos. That was an awesome little climb, and a little pro tip for you. When you come to this climbing camp with us here, we are getting to elevation levels in excess of 2,000 meters, and what that means is in the morning it's going to be pretty fresh, like it's cool up here at the top of the view to Talpa. So bring some arm warmers, some leg warmers, a little rain vest, because it can sometimes rain here, and when it does rain it gets pretty chilly. But anyways, let's check out this view. That was super fun. We got up to 85 kilometers an hour on that last. Yeah, it's so fun. And a lot of people, this is how you order your birria. You get it in a bowl, and then you just make you can make tacos, but I usually just dip. This is better than I remember it. And having like a café de olla, because I only had the one coffee today, and this was really, really good. That was a cool little visit at Talpa de Allende. So now we're heading back to Mascota. We got this big gnarly climb. It's short, but it is super steep. I'm approaching the wall, but you know, the one nice thing about it is this pavement is brand new. This rivals anything I've ever done in Europe, this climb. So let's go get it. %, grade. All right, how's that for day 2 back in Mascota, but the day is not over. We're gonna do a final climb and we're gonna finish with a wonderful lunch at Sierra Lago, and there's a nice resort up there. This is the first time I am doing this ride, so I'm just taking the data off Strava and Google. But looks like we got about it's gonna be about 15 kilometers of climbing, about 900 meters of elevation gain. So it's pretty steady. And we're gonna have some cobblestone to deal with along the way, I'm told. So it's gonna be a little tough finish after what turned out to be, you know, kind of a bit of a long day on day 2, even though the mileage was short. All right, see you guys at the top. Wow. One word, and again I'm gonna say it. Wow. This has to be, I mean, not only was it one of the most beautiful rides I've ever done on your day 2, and that hopefully you're gonna be coming to Mexico and doing with us one day soon, but it was probably the second most challenging climb I've ever done in my life. The most challenging climb I've done is La Bufa, and stay tuned to the end of this video, and you're actually gonna see Ian Boswell take that one on, because I just don't think I'm gonna have the strength to do La Bufa on this trip, but I will be prepared when you're visiting our inaugural week-long climbing camp in Bucerias and Mascota, Mexico. I'll be ready for you. But anyways, what a beautiful resort, hey Paul?
Yeah, this is super nice, and you know, after that tough climb, this is definitely a reward.
It's definitely a reward to just kind of chill out. We're going to work with the hotel and see if we can have some type of a little welcome package for our guest cyclists, because we're not staying up here and the restaurant bar is for guests, but I'm sure we will work something out with them where, you know, we get you a little drink, a cocktail, or something to rejuvenate before we go back to the ranch. Anyways, it was a great day 2, and looking forward to day 3 tomorrow. Bienvenidos and welcome to day 3 of your climbing week in Jalisco, Mexico. Today we left the ranch in Mascota. We rode up past the turnoff where yesterday we went up the big mountain and down to Talpa de Allende. But today we continued on past that turn on this beautiful, more straight, rolling road in the valley. Well, today's ride is 120 kilometers and 2,650 meters of elevation, so you know it's going to be a tough day in the saddle. Let's get ready to roll. Okay, here we are, about 36 kilometers into the ride from where Talpa was. I hope you enjoyed all that kind of rolling climbing. We got some nice elevation. And now we're kind of at this junction where we're going to make a little bit of a lollipop loop. So we're going to connect with Volcanes, and then we're going to come back the other way, and then we're going to go straight back into Mascota. But get your climbing legs back on, because the climbing is not done. But in Volcanes, we're going to go hunt for some tacos. Hey, Paul?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right, that was super fun. I don't know, when the tour comes, we're gonna have to decide if we'll go the other way and then do that climb, or come do that descent. That descent was pretty fun. A lot of curves, but it was pretty well 5% the whole way, so you didn't get too much speed, and you didn't have to brake. Anyways, we're 7K to Volcanes. Let's keep this party going, and starting to get hungry, so time to find those tacos. Vámonos. So another pro tip for your trip out here in Mexico. You know, a lot of the road surface we're going to be riding on is actually quite nice, but the nature in Mexico with the towns, you got cobble, you get dirt. Some of the highways, you know, some of the pavement will be a little choppy. So I recommend minimally 33 mil tires. And if you can get up to 38, that is my total recommendation. Go for comfort over weight and speed, and it'll be that much more of an enjoyable trip. Another pro tip in Mexico is people say, well, how many water bottles should I take on a ride? Well, really you can kind of get away with one, because in every little town there's always a little cerveceria or a little tienda you can buy cold water. And but I think, you know what time it is, Paul?
Taco time.
It's beer o'clock.
Oh, beer o'clock.
I'm
okay.
getting some cerveza fria.
There you go.
Like old school Corona.
Yeah.
Right, so you could put the deposit on. Like, you could drink it right here and just give the bottles back to him.
Yeah.
In this case, I paid him the deposit and I'll just keep them.
And these beers right here, they come in a brown bottle, because typically you get the Corona in the clear bottle.
And it can get skunky.
It gets a little skunky.
'Cause
So these won't have that.
That's right. That's very smart, Paul.
Hey,
All right.
I know things about beer.
All right, it's day 4, and this is your biggest day. We started at the ranch again. We went past the turnoff to Talpa de Allende. We went through Volcanes, which we did yesterday, and now we're on our way to Ayutla. When all's said and done, by the time you get back to home base, we're gonna do 180 kilometers and over 3,500 meters of elevation gain. So I thought when we went through Volcanes, I give you that pro tip. So I stopped in, we got a nice cold beer. And hey, we're burning through calories, we're sweating like mad because it is starting to get hot, and I figured why not? Better than Gatorade, hey Paul?
Oh, much better.
Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna hop back on the bike, and I'm gonna finish this little beautiful descent, enjoy the magical view of this farmland here in Jalisco, and let's get on to Ayutla because it's taco time! All right, good work, everybody. What a great climb. What a fun descent. As I said, it's been a few years since I've been out here, so I didn't know what to expect from the road surface, and I'm blown away. And Paul, I mean, this first time you're here, are you just blown away by the beauty?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm blown away.
I'm blown away. All right.
Everyone's blown away.
Next stop is Ayutla. We'll grab some tacos, hey, a cold beer, why not? And but then we got to do it all over again. We actually got to turn around and do all those climbs, and then we're gonna end up again at 3,500 meters of elevation. But y'all can do it. Wow, we made it.
Yes.
We made it. Love the sign. This town is way bigger than I remember. I was here maybe 6 years ago.
Maybe it grew.
I think it grew, man. Like it was like really sleepy when I was here, but maybe it was just the time of year.
Yeah.
But it's bopping, and guess what? I see tacos, man.
Yeah, tacos de asada y adobada.
I think I'm
We're
ready.
good taco hunters, you and I.
Yeah, we're the taco hunters. All right, everybody. Well, this was day 4, and it's your biggest day. Not going to be your hardest day. We're going to grab some tacos right now, load up on some carbs, grab some drinks, some water, and we gotta go all the way back to Muskota and do the same amount of climbing. But y'all did quite well to get here. It was a great ride, and see you back at the ranch. Wow, this week went by really fast, but what a great place to stay. Hey, Paul, to base a cycling week in the mountains out of.
This has been super comfortable.
Yeah. So that's the La Rancha Esmeralda here in Mascota, and they've been amazing hosts to us. They have all these great cabins, and the evenings are super cool here, meaning it's cool as in cool, but it's also cool as in temperature. And I think one of my favorite times of the day has been the morning here, catching that sunrise and all these birds.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a birder, like, there's a secondary thing that you can do.
Right.
There's like hundreds of different of birds here, and they all come out in the morning and just kind of wake up with us. Anyways, a big shout out to the ranch. They have so many great amenities here. They got the pool, they got the basketball court, they have the little soccer area there. We've got the barbecues. They put the breakfast program, coffee program together for us in the morning so we could get out early, and it's just very, very picturesque and relaxing after a long day of riding. Anyways, on that note, it is the final day, the final big etap. We've got a big, it's not a long kilometer day ahead of us, but man, this is going to be the toughest climb you're ever going to do in your life. Now, day number 2, when we went up to Sierra Lago, that was a tough climb. That was definitely, up there for those who are going to complete that optional ride. That'll give you a taste of what to expect from San Sebastian, but San Sebastian, make no doubt about it, it is going to be probably the biggest challenge of your life. And rather than me doing that today, I'm going to stop in, did I say San Sebastian or say La Bufa?
You said San Sebastian.
Right, so San Sebastian with La Bufa at the end is going to be the biggest challenge in your life, no doubt about it. I'm only going to stop in San Sebastian today, because we've got some other video to complete for this video we're putting together for all of you, but stay to the end and make sure to watch Ian Boswell take on La Bufa. Anyways, I'm all kitted up. I'm just going to finish off my coffee and let's roll. Get up and over the Virgin and get to that climb up to San Sebastian. So 38 kilometers to La Estancia. We got to get up and over the Virgin Pass again. We're going to have a really, really fun descent. It's going to be fast and furious to La Estancia. And then we begin our climb to San Sebastian. And the optional climb up to La Bufa. Let's go. Let's make this happen. Woo! Riding through that pine forest is one of my favorite places to ride. I thought that was pretty darn cool. Now we're doing the final ascent to the Virgin Pass. And then we're gonna have this wicked downhill, which I'm gonna capture on my GoPro. Hopefully I still have enough battery left. And then we're gonna arrive at La Estancia, begin our climb to San Sebastian. And for those who want to take that additional challenge, you're gonna keep on going to the Talpa de La Bufa. All right, let's go do it. Wow, that was a super fun descent. I recorded it on Strava, so I'll see what the fastest speed was on that. I think maybe I got up to 85 kilometers an hour, maybe 90.
You're going pretty quick.
I was going pretty fast. Anyway, so here we are in La Estancia. We're at the start of the climb to San Sebastian. We got about 1.5 kilometers of cobble to start, and then it turns to pavement, and it's a beautiful paved climb up until you get to the wall. When you get to the wall, you'll know it. That's when it really gets really steep. So similar to what we did when we climbed up the Virgin Pass on the first day, you're going to experience that here, but it's very short. It's only a couple kilometers long. Then once we're through that, you got 3 kilometers of cobble to get to San Sebastian. And then for those who are going to take the extra La Bufa challenge, that's 10 kilometers of cobble and dirt and 1,100 meters of gain, and that's waiting for you. anyways, I think no time than the better. I should get going. Hey, Paul.
All right, sounds good.
Let's rock and roll this thing. All right, well, welcome to the wall. We're almost at the cobble. When we've done tours, this is the spot where people give up. So I'm on the e-bike, the Creo SL. Beautiful bike. I thought, hey, I mean, it won't be able to stand, but can I actually get the KOM on this thing? I don't think so. It's a heavy bike, and I'm a little heavy, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'm coming after you, Phil, on this e-bike. Woo! Next stop, cobblestone. Woo! All right, everybody, we are at San Sebastian del Oeste. Congratulations, we've made it this far. There's an optional ride now for those who are real beasts or want to challenge themselves with probably the toughest ride of their life. And that's going to be up to the top of La Bufa. And Paul was with me when we documented Ian Boswell's attempt at that. And Ian said that
this was by far the hardest ride I have ever done.
And the first time he actually had to get off his bike and walk. And we've got that on camera. And then there's a link in the description where you can go to VeloGuide and see the entire attempt from start to finish. Because I think the whole ride was 150 plus kilometers. We started in Bucerias at the ocean and we ended in the heavens on top of La Bufa. Anyways, thanks again for joining us, everybody, for this week-long cycling adventure climbing camp in Jalisco, Mexico, based mostly out of Mascota, but now we're going to spend a beautiful night here in San Sebastian, and I'm ready for a celebratory dinner. What about you, Paul?
That sounds perfect. I'm hungry.
Yo también. All right, and on that note, I'll do the moving to Mexidaco sign-off, which is nos vemos, hasta luego, and adios!